A few weeks to maybe even a month ago, I made a video about the influencer Clara Dao and the boob job she got, and my disappointment, not necessarily in that she got the surgery, but in her communication to her audience and fans. And that video got more attention than I was expecting it to get. It just was been like percolating in my mind, so I wanted to take the time to make a bit longer of a video, not necessarily just focusing on Clara, but kind of just my thoughts on the overall body positivity, external role models sort of focus. Hi, and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Lauren, filmmaker extraordinaire, and today we are talking about bodies, trends, role models, the works. I just wanted to make a longer video talking about my thoughts on the topic because I've seen a lot going on aside from my comment section, and it just really depresses me, I think, just how much emphasis society puts on bodies, especially women's bodies, because that's, what we're good for. And it shouldn't be that way, but you can't tell me that women aren't valued more if they are conventionally attractive. When they're younger, we see men, they can get older and they can become silver foxes, right? But women, she got older, she's now a hag, she's a spinster, she looks old, matronly, whatever. Not flattering, not good. Not only do women have this pressure to look beautiful, but we also have this hourglass ticking away, not of our lives, not of our lives where we actually get to live and be ourselves, of our time period where we can be beautiful and attractive to society and in particular to men, so that we can find our place in the patriarchy. But even if we try to ignore these things and be like perfectly conventionally unattractive on purpose, right? Like try to go against the grain, then you might seriously get repercussions from that societally, whether you're not getting a job, you're treated differently, you're looked down upon, and unless you have alternative resources to kind of bolster you up and let you go against this, against the grain, then you could find yourself in a real pickle, and that is a really annoying and unfortunate thing. I say all that because I understand the desire to fit in with what society deems attractive. As someone with body dysmorphia, I have plenty of times looked in the mirror and wondered why I didn't look like some random person I'd literally seen on the street, or why I couldn't look like, maybe a famous actress, or even just I looked at myself, I just didn't like what I was looking at. I didn't even think, oh, I wish I looked like someone else. I just didn't like what I was seeing in the mirror, and I still have days like that where I'm not doing so well. They're less frequent now that I've been in lots of therapy, but they still sometimes happen. And I don't judge anybody for experiencing those thoughts. And for the most part, I don't judge people who get procedures done, because I understand the insane pressure that is put on people, and women in particular. You might be thinking, oh, but Lauren, you were judging Clara. Well, I made that video partially because I was disappointed in her actions, but mostly because I was really disappointed in her feedback and her communication to her audience after her surgery, and I'm still disappointed in those things. She's been, in my opinion, very cruel to her comments, very cruel to the audience who feels kind of duped and betrayed. And as I said in the video and in the little mini follow-up I made, if she'd just been honest and said she was feeling insecure and she wasn't happy with what she was seeing every day. I mean, she's the one who has to wake up every day in her body, right? Not me, not anybody else. She has to. Just like I have to wake up in my body and you have to wake up in your body. So if you just were honest with the audience and said, hey, like, I'm really struggling and I think this change could make a big difference for me. As I said before, I think people would have a lot more respect for that versus saying, I did it for fun. It's okay to be insecure. I think the problem is when you lie about your insecurity, because that makes other people feel like they're doing something wrong, or they've like misunderstood what's going on, or they're not cool enough, they're not good enough. I mean, if we think about Kylie Jenner and the whole Kylie lips thing, I mean, for a long time, she was saying that she had not gotten her lips done. And she just had like this makeup hack, and then she sold her lip kits and they were incredibly bestsellers, like topping the charts, right? And girls were desperate to have the Kylie lips. I mean, I never had a Kylie lip kit, but I wanted a lip kit, and I think I got like a random, very some random like drugstore lip kit thing that I wore a couple times because I was really excited. And I remember doing like the overline lip thing, and it probably looked really dumb, but I was excited about it. But there were some people who went to major extremes and they were doing like that cup thing around their lips. And some people had to go to the hospital. They had to go to the ER because they like really hurt themselves trying to achieve this look that Kylie said she got naturally and with the help of makeup. And then years later, she admitted that she got filler done. And that to me is way worse than anything that maybe like Clara's done, because she was like, yeah, I got surgery, versus doing a procedure, lying to your audience about it, and then profiting off that lie, I think is like another level of bad. But also, you know, I do try to have some empathy for Kylie Jenner, not so much now, she's like a full adult now, but when all that was going on, I mean, I never watched the show, but I cannot imagine growing up on a reality TV show, basically, where everyone's judging your looks and comparing you to your sisters. I mean, that just honestly sounds really horrible. The fact that, you know, that's what women are growing up to see. Like, they're seeing that you have to fit in this beauty standard, and then you also have to fit in the beauty standard, but you have to fit into it naturally. You can't admit that you got work done, because then it's not natural, and then it's not worth it. You're not even pretty. And I do think now there are more people who are open about work they've gotten done, which I do really appreciate, because, you know, not that I'm getting like old, but, you know, I have some wrinkles now, feels like, or like little lines or whatever, because I'm 25 now, and I feel mostly just like very grateful to be alive and have more, you know, time on this earth with the people I love. But, you know, you can feel self-conscious, or at least I can feel self-conscious sometimes. So it's nice when someone's like, wow, they're whatever, 35 and they have not a line anywhere. And they're like, well, yeah, I got Botox. And it's just nice for that kind of like affirmation that I'm not like crazy and I'm not doing life wrong or anything like that. So just being honest about like procedures that have been done. And I think what most people are witnessing in today's era about people who are lying about medical procedures would have to do with Ozempic, Wegovy, GLP-1s, whichever one people are taking, where people are saying that they lost the weight naturally when really they were taking weight loss medication. And this we see in celebrities that are alleged to have taken Ozempic or something. I know people have alleged that like, allegedly Katy Perry's gotten it done, Lana Del Ray's used Ozempic. I don't know if Adele is being accused of using Ozempic, but she obviously had a big weight loss transformation. And that goes for like those kind of like A-list worldwide known names. But like just recently, there was a TikToker who, I don't remember her name off the top of my head, but I will insert it here. And she was selling weight loss courses and nutrition stuff. She was like initially blew up for eating a bell pepper like an apple. And then she recently admitted that she actually took Ozempic. And she was saying that she took it, you know, for her doctor reasons. But no, the past year, she's been selling courses saying, like, you eat what I eat, work out like I work out, and you'll lose weight just like I lost weight. When meanwhile, she was taking a GLP-1 the whole time. And because she's, you know, desperate to not only be the beauty standard, but also to have achieved it in a way that society respects. And it's just so irritating to me that, like, we as women cannot win. We're either not the beauty standard at all, we are the beauty standard, but then we, you know, age past 22 and then, oh, we're ugly now. We age and then we get work done. And then people say, oh, well, she's gotten work done. We lose weight and then people are like, wow, oh, well, now you have Ozempic face or Ozempic butt or whatever. And it's just like, are you kidding me? Fat phobia is rampant. And then people are like, oh, instead of saying, oh, wow, someone lost weight and they really wanted to, because not everyone wants to lose weight and you should not force someone to lose weight, but say someone's proud of their weight loss journey. They don't want to see your comments saying, oh, well, now you look haggard. Now you have loose skin. Now you have like sunken cheeks. It's like, you gotta be kidding. You gotta be kidding me. And there's no winning. And I don't think there really is a way of winning, you know, until we as a whole society step beyond our bodies as trends and as what we are worth as our bodies. And that's really difficult. I'm not there, okay? I'm not there. I'm literally wearing lip gloss right now, and I had a pimple, and I did put a little makeup on it because I don't want to see that when I'm editing, like my one giant pimple on my face, right? I'm not saying I'm above that. And I don't really know how to get to that point. I know that I've worked really hard on trying to be body neutral, and I am sort of getting there, I think, because my body is not good and it's not bad in the sense it doesn't have a worth like that. My body, just like how I all food is fuel to me. I don't believe in good or bad foods. Shout out to eating disorder programs. But my body is what allows me to breathe. It's what allows me to think. It allows me to move. It allows me to sing. It allows me to wave my hands when I talk because I'm an arm talker, okay? And that is not me though. Like my body is not me. My soul is me. My essence is me, and that is not my body. If I want to accessorize, wear a certain outfit, whatever, I can, but I also don't have to, and neither of those things actually affects me, the inner person. And I can tell myself all these things, and I can like really believe them most of the time. But then I still will sometimes, open social media and feel bad about myself. And that's when, you gotta unfollow people. And just to bring it all back to Clara, unfortunately, because that's what like triggered this longer video. So say you've unfollowed people who you find like they trigger you, they are problematic for your healing journey. And you find people that do not do that to you, that you feel they benefit you when you see them. They make you smile, they make you feel good about yourself. And then you're used to this person being a safe space for you. And then they change their body for them, for whatever reason. And you've now lost that person. And we shouldn't, project our insecurities or our confidence or anything on other people. But it's just a total lie to say nobody does that. And that's, we have celebrities and influencers for a reason. They're either aspirational or inspirational or both. And I think it can just be a real like heartful moment, and I think it could really set people back a bit. Like for me, as I said before, I'm really grateful that I really went through the worst of my body dysmorphia issues sort of end of high school and then a little bit early college, because I think that would have really been a hit for me to be like finally feeling like maybe I'm doing stably okay, and then seeing a body positive influencer totally change the body. And all this time they've been saying, love your body as you are, you're perfect as you are. And you're like, yeah, I am perfect as I am. But then they change their body. And it's like, well, if you're not perfect as you are, then I'm not perfect as I am. And it's just a really vicious cycle. I know that this video was kind of all over the place, but I just really felt angered by mostly society putting us as women in these positions to fail. We are really set up to fail. And I really wish I had some kind of big, amazing answer on how to overcome this oppression that is put on ourselves and our bodies that society's placed on us. I don't know how to get out of it. And if you know how to get out of it, let me know, because I know that, whatever's trending for bodies, it's just going to keep swinging. Curves, no curves, big cheeks, buccal fat removal, like all these things are just going to keep going. And we are literally going to kill ourselves trying to attain this state of perfection that really doesn't exist. Please, if you have ideas, let me know in the comments, because I could use some, some positivity and some ideas, some solutions to solve this problem that I can only see getting worse and worse as more and more people are on social media and online younger and younger. Ultimately, just also remember that self-acceptance, self-love, all these things, it's not linear. You're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days. But just remember that whatever you look like on the outside, it's not your worth. It doesn't define you. And you define you. Okay? You define you. With that being said, I will wrap up here before I just keep talking about the same thing over and over again. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, feedback, ideas, solutions, whatever. And if you liked it, don't forget to subscribe as well so you can see whatever else I have cooking. And I will see you next time.